Welcome to Teacher Caesar's Math Lessons. In this video, I will show you how to convert a fraction into a decimal. Let's start with a fairly easy and straightforward example. Let's start with a fraction 1/2, and I am going to convert that into a decimal. The method that I'm going to show you will always work. What you do is take the denominator 2 and divide it into the numerator 1. Let's see how that works. So we take the denominator 2 and we are going to divide that with the numerator 1. How are we going to solve 1 divided by 2? The number 1, which is the dividend or the numbers inside the long division symbol, is smaller than the number 2, which is the divisor or the number outside the long division symbol. If you remember your lessons in division of numbers, we can just add a decimal point in our dividend, which is 1, and add a trailing 0. We haven't actually changed the value of the number 1. We're just getting some precision here. We put the decimal point here above the decimal point inside the dividend. Can 1 be divided by 2? Cannot be, so we proceed to the next digit after the decimal point. Is 10 divisible by 2? Yes, the answer is 5. So we put 5 on top of the division bar, adjacent to the 0 in the dividend. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtracted to 10 above. The answer is 0. The remainder is 0, and now we're done. So 1/2 is equal to 0.5 or 0.5 or 5/10. Let's do a slightly harder one. Let's figure out 1/3. Once again, we'll take the denominator 3 and place it outside the long division symbol, so this is our divisor. And then put the numerator 1 inside the bar as our dividend. I will then add a trailing 0 after 1 here. Can 1 be divided by 3? It cannot be, so we proceed to the next digit, which is the 0 after the decimal point. Can 10 be divided by 3? Yes, 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So we put 3 above the 0 after the decimal point. 10 minus 9 is 1. So we have a remainder 1. Add another 0, then bring it down. Can 10 be divided by 3? Yes, it can be divided by 3. So we put 3 above the second 0 after the decimal point. 10 minus 9 is 1. So we have a remainder 1. Do we see a pattern here? We keep getting the same thing 3. It's going to be 0.33333. It goes on forever. The way you can present the answer, since you cannot write an infinite number of 3's, is you can just write 0.33 with a line on top of the decimal. The line means that 0.33 repeats indefinitely. Therefore, 1/3 is equal to 0.33 or 33 hundredths, which is a repeating decimal. A repeating decimal is considered a non-terminating decimal. Now for third example, let's have an improper fraction. Let's say 17/9 or 17/9. In this example, our numerator is bigger than our denominator. We write 9, which is the divisor, and we write it outside of the long division symbol. Then we write 17, which is our dividend, inside the long division symbol. Can 17 be divided by 9? Yes, by 1, because 9 times 1 is 9. We cannot use 2 because 9 times 2 is 18, which is more than 17. We put 1 on top of 7. 17 minus 9 is 8. Since we have a remainder 8, we then add a decimal point and a trailing 0 after 17. Then copy the decimal point after the digit 1. Then we bring down the 0 beside 8. Can 80 be divided by 9? Yes, by 8. 9 times 8 is 72. We put 8 on top of the first 0 after the decimal point. 80 minus 72 is 8. We have another remainder. So add another 0 and bring it down so that it becomes 80. We see a pattern here. The remainder is the same as the previous one. We put 8 above the second 0 and then subtract 72 from 80 to get another 8. Therefore, our answer is 1.88 or 1 1/88, which is a repeating decimal. So we need to put a bar above 88. A repeating decimal is considered a non-terminating decimal. Always remember, mathematics may not teach us how to add love or minus hate, but it gives us every reason to hope that every problem has a solution. Thank you and God bless. Be safe, everyone.